There we go. Now we are up and running. Holy mac! If you can only see the button pushing on this end, it's more button slamming. It reminds me of the Gorilla versus 100 Men, but it's just me, the big dumb gorilla, versus some technology and some keyboard keys. Really, what it is. Thanks for hanging out. This is In Other News. Appreciate you being here with us. Now, I'm going to start with don't change the channel here. I'm going to start with the 2025 Met Gala. If you didn't know what happened, it's because you're a normal American, a normal human being, and don't care about these kinds of things. I did not know what was going on. I heard Megyn Kelly talk about, basically make fun of it's all, if you're not black, you aren't fashion kind of thing. And it was a vibe. It really was. Anna Wintour was there, the whitest skeleton there is. Jack Skellington is like, I love your look. Anna Wintour, I'm telling you, Jack Skellington is like, this is a good look you got going on here. I love it. Perfect. Chris, I don't either. But here's the deal. Queen Bee and I went shopping. We had a nice little dinner, and it was wonderful, and we're having a great time. She went home to check on the girls, check on the dogs, do that kind of thing. She came over to the house afterwards, and she's like, oh, my gosh. You need to find this. I think it's on YouTube. You got to find it. It's the Met Gala. I've never seen this before. This is crazy. And last year's Met Gala, of course, starred AOC in her Tax the Rich, Eat the Rich, whatever it is, dress basically designed and made by a multimillionaire. Tax the Rich. These things are absolutely absurd. Basically, you are to show up as a piece of art. And when I told you that I was banging on buttons before the show started, I had several pictures. They all came out like garbage. It's straight like it is the like very low budget as the show is. But it was something that she's, well, I don't know who that is. I'm like, hell if I know who that is. And why did they have to have this look on their face like this? Like they work for CNN. Like CNN does that every time they talk about Trump on CNN. They do that whole look. Why do you gotta look like that? Why do you gotta look pissed off? They all look constipated. And before I get into any of this, I have to give a shout out to Lizzo. I have railed Lizzo for years and years. And years and years, she's like, I'm a trailblazer, I'm a pioneer. No, you're unhealthy. Lizzo, you are unhealthy. And you're a bad example for girls. You are a terrible example for girls. Lizzo lost some weight, lost LBs. And she did it without Ozempic. Like she go to the gym, start eating right. And I was like, good for you. She showed up. I mean, Lizzo, she still got some LBs to lose. But I was like, yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. I think it's pretty cool. And that's a good thing. Like it's a wide trail. Yes, she did. But then she's losing some weight. But that's the thing. She's not popping on Ozempic, where all these people are clearly on some kind of weight loss drug. These people are just sticks. But people showed up classy looking, showed up like very elegant looking, and then some people showed up looking like they were in the Tournament of Roses parade. Zendaya, whoever the chick from Spider-Man, the really cute one, yeah. She showed up looking just elegant as ever, and I had a picture of her, but apparently it's not on my streaming service. Does not like it. But looked very elegant, very wonderful. She was ready to go out for her day with all the cameras on each side. Whoa, look over here, look over here, look over here. And then the queen of all music decided to show up right in front of her. Diana Ross showed up looking like this, looking like an avalanche. She was an avalanche going up. It was pretty interesting. And of course it had to have been, they took 8 men to move. Every time she moved, they had to move. And then they had to get the hell out of the way for the pictures. And then she'd move again, and the 8 dudes would run in and lift the thing up, and then they'd move it around. Train, I guess you call it. They'd lift the train up, and then it just absolutely overshadowed everything going on. And that's the whole thing of the whole point of the Met Gala, is to prove that you are better than anyone else. You are the main character. Everyone having a main character moment, and you are better than all. And she wanted to let everyone know that train has the names of her children and grandchildren embroidered into it. Who the hell cares? Who the hell cares? And then I know Grizz, I was assuming that's what I looked at Queen Bee and I said, I'm pretty sure Grizz has one of those. And wouldn't that be embarrassing? You show up the same as Diana Ross. You show up to the same place, Grizz. Maybe you guys are going out to eat, show up the same place, wearing the same thing. Yeah. She did outlive the King of Pop, and she was the namesake of the song "Dirty Diana." So we can just go ahead and look. Michael Jackson was done dirty, straight up. I believe that now. That if we get anywhere with this Diddy nonsense, we're going to see that that Michael Jackson was done absolutely wrong. Michael Jackson brought a lot of this stuff on himself. But I mean, come on an outfit, and didn't the most people pay rent and mortgage for an entire year, dear? Yes, 100%. Then they get interviewed this. They say the designer, first of all. That's what I'm wearing tonight. God, you all love yourselves, yourselves. Diana Bounce. Andre 3 Stack showed up. And this is the only reason why I'm putting this on is because of Rob. Rob's favorite musical artist, Rob's favorite musician showed up. And by the way, Andre 3000 of Outkast. Andre 3000 is a fashion guru. Dude is on it. The dude just has his style, his flair, and all of these people with all the plastic surgery and all the crap that they had done to themselves and all the makeup and the weird costumes, you didn't know who the hell they were. But Andre shows up, that's Andre. But dude had a piano strapped to his back. I have no idea what this is about. Expression. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah. How do you sit? Dude, Diana Ross, well, obviously they take the train off, but obviously this dude's got to take his piano off his back. All Andre had to show up in that cool beret and him just looking like him without a piano strapped to his back, and it would have been celebrated. But for some damn reason, this is what this is. It's nonsense and nonsensical. It is a celebration of self. It is a celebration of people that are wildly out of touch with reality. And these people tell us every 4 years how to vote. So, just remember this. Yeah. But Grizz could actually, because obviously that's a not a real piano that's strapped to the back, but Grizz could actually have a real one. Yeah, no one understands modern art. It's like the $6 million banana taped to the wall. Like, yeah, okay. I mean, I applaud the artist that got $6 million for taping a banana to a wall. I love that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They had paper dresses. Yeah, they should have done the same thing here. If they were wearing paper dresses, I would have straight up just hit the fire alarm, man. Just watch the sprinklers go off. And a baby grand. Yeah. But 3 Stacks, it was weird. I was excited to see him. But then you have Colin Kaepernick was there in the giant afro that he has. What a tool that man is. But he showed up looking elegant and he showed up looking good. And there were a couple of, because it was just straight up. Basically it was a straight Biden event. If you show you black, you ain't black. If they had the tokens out there, one of the Jonas Brothers, Nicole Kidman, Madonna showed up looking horrible. But God bless her. I think she's 67 years old. Yeah. He had a house on his head. He's a castle, I think it was, Truman. Yeah, something like that. What? Just a bunch of idiots. They're just a bunch of morons. And I can't believe I watched it. But again, I'll do anything for Queen Bee. The Met Gala. So stupid. Let's celebrate us. Al Roker was actually there, and he was in the press pool, sweating like a whore in church. I don't know why. Just they kept showing he was in the background. They weren't painting to him. He was in the background. And he was just kept taking his time, sweating. Oh, yeah. Colin shows as an NFL wannabe, yes. Still practicing, apparently, according to his girlfriend, still training every day that he's going to get the call-up. You went 1 for your last 12 games as a starting quarterback. Dude, you're never playing and you're a problem. That's all you are. Forget the kneeling. Who gives a rat's ass about the kneeling? Dude, whatever. That ship has sailed. The only thing the kneeling exposed, well, there's a couple things kneeling exposed. We do have a First Amendment right to do that. But even though it's your constitutional right, it doesn't mean you can't suffer the consequences. It's true. And the second is Colin Kaepernick showed what an insufferable, slappy asshat he is. And nobody wants him. He's a cancer to any team. He's there. Mm-hmm. Can we ever have a regular event? Regular's in the eye of the beholder. I think, Lynn, to these people, that is regular. This is totally acceptable. Get a designer to make up the most outlandish BS. One chick showed up looking like she was a deck of cards. And I don't even think that was the look that it was going for, but she looked like a deck of cards. Roseanne. Yeah. What's up, James? You thank God you missed it. You should be happy that you missed it. We did. I was forced to watch the red carpet or green carpet as it was here, the gala event, the Met Gala last night. I just had to vent. I was bringing you guys with me. Yeah. Who's the guy that did Medea? What's that cat's name? That guy showed up looking like $1 billion, and he's a billionaire. I love that man. I think that man is every kind of fantastic. If you should celebrate, if the black community needs to celebrate one person, celebrate him, please. Because that is the right example for what you want young black men and young black women to see and go, okay, I'm not a victim. I'm not going to bitch and moan about, oh, black people are underserved in the Hollywood community. They're underpaid in the Hollywood community. He didn't piss and moan about it. Tyler, thank you. I appreciate that. Anyway, he didn't complain about it. He started his own movie house. And he's a billionaire. And he's like, I'm going to hire a movie house. I'm going to pay people right. I'm going to hire black people, and it's going to be amazing. Okay, cool. Good for you. Tyler Perry. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Thomas Sowell. Yes. Larry Elders. I agreed. Larry Elders. That run for governor just really just squashed that guy's image. It really, really did. It was such a bad move for him. But yes, and him doing the silly commercials that he does. Yeah. I'll showing y'all my surgery scars. Yes, Lynn. That's a very, very artistic look. Oh yes, look, it's a true expression of self. Oh, Lynn Childress and this wonderful expression of scars. Yeah, they'd love you, dude. Yeah, go for it. Show up naked with scars. I'll show up with this one on the side of my head like this. I'll be there with you, pal. I'll be there with you. Yeah, so let's get off the Met Gala because that's just whatever. I just cross that off my list here. Don't worry about that crap. There was a piece of legislation that got thrown down. This is a warning to Republicans. It's a warning. I have a warning that I just filmed. This needs to go directly to J.D. Vance, and I hope he heeds the warning. J.D. Vance is going along a path that will probably land him in Kerry Lakeville. Again, don't be Donald Trump. You cannot be Donald Trump. You never will be Donald Trump, ever. But the Republicans need to stop this garbage. Stop. I want you to just act right. Legislate. Fix the government for these 4 years. And then when you win with JD and you win even more in the House and you win even more in the Senate, then you guys can do this nonsense. But until then, knock it off. H.R. 867. H.R. 867 is a Republican bill that makes it illegal to boycott a company that doesn't support Israel, that stands with Palestine. It makes it a punishable offense to practice my, Americanism. I don't even know what it's not even First Amendment. I can boycott anybody I want to boycott. I don't have to buy Dutch Bros if I don't like their political affiliation. I don't have to buy from Kroger if I don't like their political affiliation. I can boycott anyone I want to, you slappies. Republicans, knock it off. And then you get people like Thomas Massey, thank God, that point this out and go, this is asinine. I'm not voting for this. This is crazy. How did it even make it out of committee? It's one of the dumbest things I've seen in a hot minute. Like seriously, how did it make it out of committee? That you can punish people for boycotting something that you don't like? The hell, man? That makes no sense. Yeah, then no free speech. I mean, just peel away. Just start eroding our civil liberties, you morons. Erode our civil liberties. Give the Democrats a foothold in any way you can, and they're going to use it, and they will use it against you like Jan 6. Period. But this I don't know if we can read this. This probably, this didn't come out. That was Thomas Massey. I told you I had some camera issues going on here. It's that low in the UK. Bro, Grizz, you have no idea. Dude, I saw a guy get arrested because he made a comment about the old Range Rover and the new Range Rover. The old Range Rover had this much, the new Range Rover isn't even close to it. Something to that effect. I'm pretty sure it's a Range Rover. Arrested. These people are crazy. UK is done. UK will be under Sharia law in the next 5 years. Mark my words. Will be under Sharia law over the next 2 elections. Let's give them 2 elections. They're gone. They're done. They're toast. Absolutely toast. Speaking of toast, Canada, which will not become the 51st state, but Alberta might jump in. There is the new prime minister, Justin Trudeau's replacement, Carter. Prime Minister Carter is talking a big game. Ran an entire campaign anti-Trump. Who is he? Who does he think he is? Canada, we don't need America anymore. Ran an entire campaign on that. Ran an entire campaign. He showed up to the White House today. Do you think he was singing the same tune when he was toe-to-toe with Donald? Oh, hell no. This guy, the Prime Minister Carter, I can't even Carter, showed up to the White House today, and it was an absolute 100% embarrassment for him. Watch him kiss the Don's butt when he is face-to-face with him.
Hospitality and above all for your leadership. You're a transformational president, focus on the economy with a relentless focus on the American worker, securing your borders, ending the scourge of fentanyl and other opioids, and securing the world. And I've been elected with my colleagues here, with the help of my colleagues here. I'm going to spread the credit to transform Canada. With a similar focus on the economy, securing our borders, again on fentanyl, much greater focus on defense and security, securing the Arctic and developing the Arctic. And the history of Canada and the U.S. is we're stronger when we work together, and there's many opportunities to work together. And I look forward to, addressing some of those issues that we have, but also finding those areas of mutual cooperation so we can move forward.
That's great. Very nice. Thank you very much. It's a very nice statement.
Yeah. Can we get this guy some chapstick here? Yeah, because he's smooching that booty. Oh, my Lord. Talking such a big game. Right? Oh, anti-Trump, and Trump is this, and Trump's going to be a dictator, and this and that, and we need to take on Donald Trump, and we're severing our ties with the United States of America. Oh, Mr. Trump, I'd like to thank you for your leadership. You're a transformative president. Kissing booty. Holy cow. That's beautiful. Here's what's more beautiful. And we don't do a lot of Trump here. I just wanted to make it clear here. But the response to that, what's up, Bobby? The response to that from Donald Trump was fantastic. Instead of the standard, because we didn't elect a standard. We did not vote for the standard type of president. We voted for Donald Trump. And Donald Trump is not going to do the standard play by the presidents and, it's such a long partnership Canada and the United States have had for so many decades, and the shared partnership and love for peace and prosperity throughout the world. We look forward to a wonderful conversation with the new prime minister. That's how normal, everyday, dumb presidents, non-leaders speak. After having his tuchus smooched by this guy, Don went into the "we don't need you" speech with him sitting right there.
We want to make our own cars. We don't really want cars from Canada. And we put tariffs on cars from Canada, and at a certain point, it won't make economic sense for Canada to build those cars. And we don't want steel from Canada because we're making our own steel, and we're having massive steel plants being built right now as we speak. Gosh. We really don't want Canadian steel, and we don't want Canadian aluminum and various other things because we want to be able to do it ourselves. And we, because of, past thinking of people, we have a tremendous deficit with Canada. In other words, they have a surplus with us. And there's no reason for us to be subsidizing Canada. Canada's a place that will have to be able to take care of itself economically. I assume they can. I will tell you that.
Basically, you're on your own. We don't want your crap. We're going to make it here, and you're on your own. We're done sending you checks. But thanks for thanking me, and thanks for calling me a transformative president. I really appreciate you. Good luck. Slappy, you're on your way. And Bobby, you're right on that. Bobby, just like Hunter Biden, more than anything else, we saw the money laundering and the buying of influence through buying art. Art is art has been fine art, high art, or degenerate art. I like that. Is just it's all the way to move money between rich people and people of power and organizations. Period. Companies. It's what it's devolved to, and yeah. I mean, you go to a fine art museum and to see a spotlight on a banana taped to a wall, you're like, something's wrong here. Something's really wrong here. Let's see that these tariffs has got me waiting for my rooftop tent coming from China. Yeah. Dude, that's fine. Look at what India did today. I don't know if you guys saw that. India said 0-0. Let's go. We'll give you 0. You guys take ours to 0. Let's do free trade. Let's do free trade. Hell yeah. Let's go. Donald Trump in that one speech said, basically, we are turning off Ford's ability. I think, what was it, Ford? No, GM. I think it's GM. GM's plants, we're shutting those things down in Canada. Those things are moving here. Ford, Mexico, let's go. Get up here. Get back up here. Get where you belong. And we're going to do that. We don't need you. Steel, don't need you. If you remember, we played the clip from Chris Matthews. The clip from Chris Matthews, where he's like, "Wow, we got our wood from, we got our lumber from Canada. What are we gonna do? Build more lumber here? We're gonna make more lumber." Yeah. You see those things behind you, Chris? They're called trees. Yeah, we can do. That's where lumber comes from. Believe it or not. Yeah. Right, James. That's exactly the point of that. Is that he was talking a bunch of trash to Donald Trump and about America, basically thumbing his nose at America before the election. He gets here to the White House, like, "Oh, sir, you're so great." I love it. I absolutely love it. Hey, you guys, thanks for hanging out. I'm having a good time here. We got a lot to cover. Let's shift gears to local, if you guys don't mind. I would talk about some local issues that are up and running on the table. The first is a debate that I used to get in with my old buddy Lloyd Banks. I used to get into kind of a really heated debate about, not heated, but I mean, it got tense at times. I am a huge fan of our Arizona Department of Transportation, or ADOT road signs. I'm a huge fan. I think they're great. And they're dead on too. I don't know how they are, but they're dead on here's how many minutes to Sky Harbor. Here's how many minutes to downtown. Love them. Love those things. There's an accident ahead, right lane blocked. I love these things. And when they are off, when they were first put into the into system, my buddy Sean came up with a great idea. He goes, why? I don't understand that those things are blank. If they were blank, why don't you just put "Have a nice day" on there? Hey, smile, someone loves you. Like, just a cool message to just, you are amazing. Have a great day at work today. Thanks for being a contributing member of society. Just something nice, right? And then so what they do is they come up with these pithy things. These slogans, like if Taylor Swift is in town, hey, if somebody cuts you off, just shake it off, kind of thing like that. Yeah, I think that's productive, and I think that's awesome. And I don't know what you guys think of it, because this was the May the 4th deal. Yeah, don't turn your car into a Death Star. Drive focused. I love that. Focused driving is the way of the Jedi. Just take something that is topical that day, and sorry to use Arizona Families feed there because those schmucks. Yeah, the Maryland man down in El Salvador. Yeah. But anyway, wait a second. Drive it up. Drive hammered, get nailed. Yeah, it's a great one. Solid one. No. Yeah. Why you don't like that? No, drive hammered, get nailed. I love that. You don't like it? I think it's great. I think so. What else are you gonna do? What else are you gonna see on your way home? Maybe something, have a little chuckle. Grizz. No, actually, it's actually a good point, Alfred. You thought just made in Utah. Ready to get it, and behold, it's coming from China. A little bit more costly because of the tariffs. Did you see that Amazon was going to put a tariff pricing? They're going to put a little badge on certain items that have gone up in price, and they can just make it up. By the way, they can just totally make it up. This costs more because of tariff pricing. Yeah, that's why. So they have when they made that announcement that they're going to, or it was leaked that they're going to do that, Donald Trump called Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos has not run day-to-day operations of Amazon for years. Called Jeff Bezos. Said, you make sure this doesn't happen. You make a call. And of course, because and the reason why, because Donald understands that the optics of everything you scroll on saying tariff pricing, when the only tariffs left are with China. He said, Bezos, look, if you want everyone to know, just like Alfred had to have the awakening, they thought his product was made in Utah, it was made in China. If you want everyone to realize, Amazon, how deeply embedded all of your products are to China, then go ahead and put it on there if you want to. Or I'd advise you don't. And you know those wonderful tax breaks that you get, put your company, put a DC here, DC there, DC everywhere. And we'll give you a tax break in that town. If you hire this many people, we're taking those tax breaks. Guess what never happened? Tariff pricing. Yeah. They were playing dirty politics, and that's why the president of the United States did not call Jeff Bezos' staff. He called Jeff Bezos. Get Jeff on the horn. And get me somebody while I'm waiting. I know you guys will know where that's from. But yeah, so the whole tariff thing was just... I think look, there are products that are going... Gas is down now 20 cents here in the Valley. It's still over $3, which pisses me off. But it's down from $3.49 to $3.29, and so it's going in the right direction. So it should be fixed soon. Yeah. Start trading in beads. Yeah, for this, we might have to get to a barter system here. But I did say we'd stay local because I do, and I apologize if you're out of town. This is something that does pertain to you as well. So just stick with us. We'll use this as a jumping off point. This is, oh gosh, okay. I'll just play the video. This is circulating around those that live in the Valley.
Arizona is growing fast, and we need energy policy that keeps up. That's where securitization comes in. It's a proven financial tool that lets utilities refinance outdated assets using low-interest bonds, kind of like refinancing a mortgage. This lowers costs for customers, supports cleaner, modern energy infrastructure, and keeps Arizona competitive for jobs and investment. 33 other states are already doing it. Now it's Arizona's turn. Let's support smart, affordable energy solutions that power our future.
Nope. How about no? And by the way, no, that was not a Spaceballs reference. That was Christmas Vacation. Get me somebody, anybody, and get me somebody while I'm waiting. Mr. Shirley. Let's go to this because this is absolutely gas is different in different states. You are correct. And I'll tell you this, Chris, that I had it explained to me from Congressman Schweikert. He goes, how weird it is to get gas to Arizona. That's why we have a higher price than the national average. It's just there's something weird, and I forgot what it was, but it made sense when he told me. I was like, yeah, well, that sucks. And it does. Let's get back to this, talking about this. I'm going to stop it at a certain point.
Arizona is growing fast, and we need energy policy that keeps up. That's where securitization comes in. It's a proven financial tool that...
So when I say it's a proven financial tool, a proven what? Proven to screw consumers? Proven to what? Again, this marketing is just, it just pisses me off. It's a proven financial tool. Oh, so it must be good. A proven financial tool. You know, socialism is a proven tool as well. It's a proven failure. But it's proven. Yeah.
Lets utilities refinance outdated assets using low-interest bonds. Kind of like refinancing.
Yeah, it's kind of like refinancing a mortgage. Just kind of. No, it's not.
Mortgage. This lowers costs for customers.
I want to stop it right there. Lowers costs for customers. Let's talk about that. This is the thing that is ticked me off since the light bulb went off. Again, my puns are intended. The light bulb went off years ago when I realized that the Arizona State Constitution mandates that utility companies operate at a certain profit margin. They have to be profitable. Nowhere in the state constitution does it say that they need to work on a skeleton crew, or they need to, make cuts in certain places. No, they just have to have profit. They could be like your government and go renting out stadiums for parties. Doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, SRP, APS, if you sponsor a stadium or sponsor anything, the fact that those companies even have commercials pisses me off, because that's money going out that lowers their profit. Then they have to charge us more. I don't want to hear any of this crap about, if you guys just, all you have to do is just go on non-peak hours and you're going to lower your bill. When all of us lower our bill, guess what happens? They go to the Corporation Commission and they get a price increase. There's nothing we can do that will lower our energy cost. Nothing, except for APS and SRP being audited every single year to make sure that they aren't, every time they ask for a price increase, go through a full audit, and then it goes to the voter. That's it. Modernizing. Don't even hear crap. Yes. Anybody want to? Excuse me. They use these tactics. Boom, 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 boom. Little graphics and the music, and it just sounds so. That's great. Let's support that. No. I've had enough. I don't know if y'all have had enough. I've had enough. Yeah, you know what you do? You move around. You absolutely 1,000% get rid of your advertising budget. If the water company, APS, SRP, if they get rid of their advertising budget and use that budget for modernization, okay, now I'm going to listen to you if you say you need more money. But don't tell all of us, here's how to save money on your utility bill. And then we all save money on your utility bill, and they're like, well, we're not making the profit. We got to up the prices now. Unbelievable. But I saw that and I was just laughing. I was just laughing. It's so stupid.
Supports cleaner, modern energy
We don't care about the modern energy.
infrastructure.
Then build nuclear. Then go straight nuclear if you want that.
And keeps Arizona competitive for jobs and investment. 33
Oh.
other states are already doing it.
Hey, 33 other states are doing it. Why can't we come on, Arizona? Yes. Let's go. Let's indebt the SRP and APS. Let's make them indebted. So they're selling these low interest bonds. So they have to operate at a certain profit margin, and we get handled with the price increase. We get handed the price increase. It's unbelievable. I'm so tired of these shenanigans. Every state should have an Elon Musk and a Doge team. Every single state. And if the utilities are monopolies, which they are, and those monopolies are constitutionally required to operate at a certain profit margin, regardless of proper business running, I guess you'd say, business management, and in budget management. Let's get the Doge team in there. Let's get this. Yep. I'm in the commercial. We over 20. Yeah. Oh yeah, Bobby, I gotta tell you, man. We just talked about that with the Met Gala. They're like, the black community is underrepresented in Hollywood. 17%. I think it's pretty solid. I think it's actually more than 17%. So no, they're perfectly represented as a percentage of population. Perfectly. So killing me on this. Get a nuclear plant that's taking water from the Colorado River. Yeah, Colorado not making this. Yeah. Oh yeah. Where's that water going? Golf courses. She's running again. That Robeson chick. She's running again for governor. And she is part of the Robeson community. She married a billionaire. And she is part of the Board of Regents, or at least was part of the Board of Regents for the Arizona University system. So, and she has more golf courses and is contributing to the demise in Arizona state water more than anyone. And she told me to my face, because water's a big deal to me. Obviously, I had an entire episode on water. She told me in my face, we can't use reclaimed water on the golf courses because people have salt water softener systems. Water softener systems use salt, so it'd kill the grass. BS. If you want to build desalination plants, you can desal wastewater and use it on your golf courses, you schmuck. Hated that. And she's one of the reasons why college costs so much in the state of Arizona. College, going back to Constitution, the Constitution of Arizona says that education and post-high school education need to be as free or as close to free as possible. All my money going to NAU right now, that's not close to free. Not even close. And they're the group that keeps okaying all these tuition hikes. Good luck running for governor. You're going to get stomped. Andy Biggs is going to mop the floor with you, I tell you. I tell you what. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, hell, we got plenty of time. All right, let's keep playing. All right. But anyway, yes, I don't buy into the whole, if you just do this and save energy. Yeah, lower your bill. No, it won't. Your bill will be raised in a year, and all of that savings goes bye-bye. It's just the way it is. The golf courses are fine. Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Nope, not a drain at all. I do give Ducey credit before he left for getting rid of the lease deal that we had with the Saudis. And they were just sucking our state dry of water. Just sucking our state dry. And it was something like $5,000 a month lease or something like that to just absolutely drain us of water. Oh, some sick bastards, I'm telling you. Sick people. Speaking of sick people, let's go to Congress, shall we? Where Secretary Noem is on the hot seat, and Dems again showing the world that they do not want to take this seriously. They're not reading the room, and they really will not have power anymore. Or at least for another 20 years. Listen to the very first thing she asks Governor Noem.
I also wanted to ask you about this NBC News story.
NBC News story. This is what we're doing. I want to go to the legacy media that we have been funding through USAID. The legacy media, and I'm going to read a headline to you.
And I'll enter into the record this article.
Please enter into the record an article from NBC, you dork.
As well. U.S. citizen family traumatized after ICE raided their Oklahoma home in search of someone else. And according to the local affiliate, KFO.
Okay, listen to the headline. Listen to
traumatized after ICE raided their Oklahoma home in search of someone else.
A clickbait headline gets entered into the record without objection. And this is to be taken seriously.
And according to the local affiliate, KFOR, which was reporting on this story, immigration agents raided the home last week. They had a search warrant for the home, but the suspects listed on the warrant were no longer living in the home. Cool. The family was forced to wait outside in the rain.
In the rain. They were forced to wait outside in the rain. You know why? Let's get to the grown-up in the room.
During the search, mother and her girls, all U.S. citizens.
Oh, U.S. citizens.
Their money was taken, their laptop, their cell phone. I asked you at the top of our first round if you believed it was important for DHS and if you would attest to the fact that DHS needs to rectify any mistakes. If this were a mistake, will you ensure that this family, this U.S. citizen family, gets its property back in a timely manner?
I love this. You know what this is akin to? It's best back in, and I think Obama is the best of the examples. Obama's the best examples during Obamacare, when everyone's like, "This is stupid. This is socialized medicine. Nobody wants this. This isn't even fixing healthcare. This is giving the insurance companies $1 bazillion. What the hell is this? No." Obama would get there and do a speech. Remember when they gave all the people that weren't even doctors standing behind him, they gave them new pressed lab coats to make them look like they were doctors? God, that was funny. Anyway, it's on the road, Memphis, Tennessee. Boy named Timmy, going through cancer, treatment. Mom doesn't have the money. With Obamacare, it's the right thing to do. They would take one example at a 330 million. This one person is the reason why we should change our entire economy, screw Americans over, and force them for the first time in ever to buy something federally. This is okay. Anyway, that's what it reminds me of. So she says, this one family, a mother and her daughter's forced out into the rain. Shut up. Okay, go get them, Secretary Hotness.
Well, in that particular situation, the warrant for that situation was on the house and the facility, not on the individuals that were.
Yeah, if it was on the individuals, they'd be in handcuffs. It's not. It was on the house. We needed to search the damn house. They couldn't be in there. We didn't know who the hell they were.
There. And so that house was being used for human smuggling.
Yep.
And so those operations were conducted against the facility. And even in that situation,
reclaiming my time.
And there was some individuals there with the same last names and some of the similarities.
But
and
if
so
it were a mistake,
we are
Madam Secretary,
we
if
believe
it were
everything
a mistake
was done appropriately, and we'll continue to make sure that it is done and handled appropriately.
All right. Well, appreciate you looking into it. That not my constituents.
Yeah, not even my business, but I saw an NBC article. You son of a oi. Can't afford it. No, you can't afford it. You just go to the exchange. Yeah. Did you, when I got booted from my heart, I actually went to the exchange. I was like, okay, I need to insure me and my son. Like, that's expensive. It was going to be like $1,100 a month. And so I was like, okay, let me check out the exchange. See what that's all about. Basically makes you swear that you're not going to make a certain amount of money. And if you do, you owe the government money. Like, this is just the biggest bunch of crap in the world. Oh, yes. Wait, there was something on here that I wanted to. Anyway, no, okay. All right. Audio engineer. Oh, this what Gris said. Asked if I said Lloyd Banks. Yeah, I said Lloyd Banks. Lloyd Banks and our pals. I'd grab lunch with Lloyd Banks like today. I love Lloyd. Lloyd and our pal. Dude, Joe is a good man. A really good dude. And I'm watching his social media too. He's been wearing these loud jackets and these loud suits. It's kind of his own little character now. It's kind of fun. Yeah, I dig him. He's just a good guy. He really is. We've had a lot of great talks. We call each other Fish. He's called me Fish. He was the one that he was actually the guy that made up my nickname that most of my friends call me from that group, Fish. And it's because something was it was during the McDonald's commercial. We're like, fish, and every time we'd say that something was shady, we'd be like, it's very fishy. And we had a little fishy sounder when I did shows with him, and we had a lot of fun. So anyway, yeah, you did hear Lloyd Banks, yes, LB, my man. Insurance is a scam. You're damn right, Alfred. Yeah. No, the biggest scam in the world, the biggest insurance is a scam in the world, and you guys, I know you guys will come with it, but it's probably something that just snuck past you, and you didn't see it. Is title insurance. Title insurance is mandatory when you buy a home because they have government-backed loans and all this stuff. So the government said you legally have to buy title insurance when you buy a home. 15 years I was in real estate. 15 years. Never. Well, I think I had a dispute, but no one ever had a title claim. No one. You do a title search, you do a record search, you know if the title's clouded, there's a lien against the title or not. You don't need title insurance. Title companies are cash cows. Cash cows. A friend of mine started a title company. And he said, yeah, I got a bunch of rich people together and we started a title company. We're just going to open in every major city. We're going to get big and we're going to sell it right away. I said, watch us. Watch how fast we go. And he just gave me the shadiness of that entire industry. He's like, it's not shady. Okay, I'll say this. I apologize. It's not shady because it's legal and it's mandatory. So there has to be title companies. So might as well get in on the action. And he did. In 2 years, he sold the thing for $1 bazillion. So worked out. Always put your house in a trust, Alfred. Just always put your house in a trust. Always. And the cool thing is you can name the trust whatever you want, and they can't give you shenanigans. You can't give you any grief for it. Can't give you any shenanigans. Holy cow, I might need some coffee. Can we get into this? I think we can get into this. Yeah, I think we can get into this. I'm going to save this guy for tomorrow, probably. Let's do this. Because I think it's funny. Remember when toxic masculinity was, we're going to go after the testosterone. We're going to go after this toxic masculinity stuff. A bazillion D. Bazillion D. Like I said, if we get into these trillions, a bazillion D should be a thing. A bazillion D, we should just call them simoleons. Forget about saying dollars. This is keystrokes now. Simoleons, like the old cartoons. 1 bazillion D simoleons. That's it. All right, we'll save this Walter Brimley looking dude for later. Let's get into this. The toxic masculinity. This is something that I think is. Oh, by the way, I want to apologize. I had this thing all teed up. May 1st was Eradicate High Potassium Day. And I immediately rolled my eyes. What do you mean high potassium? Eliminate high potassium days. Don't we need potassium? We need a lot of bananas and electrolytes. It's what plants crave. We love potassium. So now we just got to make this up because some big pharma stupidness. And then I actually did the research. High potassium is bad for people with, I believe, kidney disease. Yeah, it's bad. It's a bad thing. So eliminating high potassium, I didn't know it was something we had a day, but I thought it was just another day. Like, oh, great, here we go. Going to support big pharma. Brought to you by Pfizer. No, it's really a thing. But what I think it speaks to is that we're crying wolf with all of these ailments and drugs. We're seriously crying wolf. Do you wake up in the morning? Yeah, you may have early wake up syndrome. And we make all this stuff up to sell drugs so that when I saw that, and I'm conditioned to this, I saw that it was actually advertised at the backstop of a Major League Baseball game. I'm like, May 1st is High Potassium Awareness Day. I was like, oh my God. I wrote it down immediately. I'm like, I got to talk about this. Because I thought it was another pharmaceutical piece of nonsense to sell us a drug. But turns out that it's a real thing. And if I hadn't done the research and saw that it was a real thing and really impact some people in this very serious way, hell, I would have just gone and made fun of it. But it's all because of the crying wolf and all of this. Nobody knew what restless leg syndrome was. My legs are crampy and they don't feel good. That's all we thought it was. And they made up a disease for it, and they made up a drug for it. Pills. There's always a pill for that. There's an app for that, and there's a pill for that. But I think it would behoove our nation if we stop making everything an ailment or stop creating ailments, so that when we are faced with an ailment we've never heard of before that's actually real, then we would think, okay, yeah, let's pay attention to that. I want to get involved in High Potassium Awareness Day. I didn't get involved in High Potassium Awareness Day. It was May 1st. And by the way, you can make up any day you want. We really can. We can have an Another News Day, official Another News Day in Arizona. You just just petition for it. All you have to do is fill out a form. Please don't fill out that form. Don't fill out that form. No. But again, I mean, you can think about all of the stupid commercials we have. Including my favorite still is the ED drugs. Those are my favorite commercials. They've actually stepped them up now. They're not sitting in separate bathtubs out in the middle of damn nowhere. Again, that solves a lot of your sexual problems right there. If you actually realize you need to be in the same tub or in touching distance of each other. My son had to supplement potassium because he's allergic to bananas. Yeah, I guess. I don't eat bananas. There is no diddy way to eat a banana for a man. There's just none. And if you do it the way you probably should be, with a knife and a fork, so you don't look like, you know what I'm saying, eating a banana, you still know. The people look at you are like, I know exactly why he has a knife and fork. Still the same. Just there is no diddy way to eat a banana. Yeah. I'm gonna have to see. Thank you, Grizz. Nobody's ever gonna see me eat a banana because I don't eat them. Today is now Beer O'Clock Day from here on out. Amen, James. Amen. Spear 30, damn it. Oh, and that I went to MLB.com. I wanted to get a Dodger jersey that said that. The name was beer and the number was 30. Because I saw a guy had one like that. I think it was a D-backs jersey. And I was like, that's great. I want one of those. And they won't let me do it. How lame is that? Come on, MLB. You make how much money with beer sponsors, and I can't put beer 30 on a jersey that I'm buying from you, so I had to go to an off. But it's coming. Beer 30, baby. I got to stop spending money. Damn it. We're going to Mexico at the end of the month. Got a bunch of stuff to buy. Yep. Watching someone eat a banana just to make you randy, baby. Yeah. No, it makes me want to turn away. Like, I don't need to see that. I don't need to see that. Mike, you're homophobic. No, I'm not. No, not at all. Not afraid of gay people. I just don't like seeing them make out. All right. Yes, and then Bobby, that's something that I have not gotten into, but my friend Santos, who owns Suntan Honey Farms here in the West Valley, I just need to. And the only honey I have from him is the jalapeno honey, which I'm like, ooh, that's a spicy meatball. But when things are too sweet, sometimes it's off-putting to me. But yes, if you do the yeah. So in Rhonda, he's dead right. So what that is the local pollen. So the local pollen is basically in the honey. So the local honey that you eat, and by the way, the organic honey from like Costco and stuff is not organic honey. I keep thinking of the Bee movie. It's not organic, it's organic. So so you ingest a lot of the pollen. And the theory is, and I think it's correct, is that you build an immunity to that pollen. And so you don't have the sniffles all the damn time. We can get into my buddy on that I follow on Instagram and his interesting facts about a certain allergy medicine manufacturer that got a big grant from the government to plant trees in 3 major metropolitan areas. Thousands of trees. They planted all male trees. So male trees give off pollen. Lady trees absorb the pollen, if you know what I mean. We're not talking about stems and stamens here. No. But they absorb the pollen. So if you put all male trees in a metropolitan area with no female trees to absorb the pollen, it goes in your nose. And then you buy more allergy medicine. The allergy medicine industry is estimated to triple in the next 10 years. And it's because of crap like that. Again, I believe in coincidences. I've just never seen that. No, and Rhonda, I really do. And Bobby, I appreciate you bringing that up. I really, 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 really need to start doing that. I need to just kind of get over this thing and maybe have a little honey, a little sweet treat once a day and get this, I get a little verklempt in my Kalepnikas here. And it's all because of that. Where does the pollen go? Nice. Thinking Bee, black and yellow. Hello. God, to have kids in that time is fantastic. Anyway, all right, let's get out of here. Tomorrow we are going to be talking about where I was going, squirrel, with the toxic masculinity, and Walter Brimley's love child is very anti-America. So that is going to be on tomorrow's show right here on In Other News. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for playing along. Please hit the like button, like. That would help me out a great deal, and we'll keep this thing going. All right. I'm sorry, James. New York was, I think it was DC, Phoenix, and Detroit. I want to say that they got to plant those trees. So highest pollen count ever here in Phoenix. Thanks, AstraZeneca or whoever the hell it was. All right, bye, guys.